I'm Cynthia Khouri. I'm part of Tadamon team, and I will be moderating this session. It's really great to have you all here for this exciting session, during which you will learn everything you need to know about Tadamon Accelerator for food security. So first, let's take a look at the agenda for today. Manal, please, next session. Next slide. Okay, so we'll begin with the opening remarks, and then I will have a program overview and how to apply to it. Then we'll open the floors for your questions. But during the session, you can always use the Q&A box to put all your questions there. And we'll make sure once we open the floor for the question to answer everything. So next slide, please. To start off, it's my pleasure to invite my colleague Ismail Mohammed, who is Program Coordinator at the Islamic Development Bank, to deliver the opening remarks. Over to you, Ismail.
Thank you, Cynthia. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. First of all, I welcome you all and good morning for those of you who is in the morning, and good afternoon for those of you who are in afternoon. So it's a pleasure to welcome you to this important webinar on the Tadamon Accelerator for food security. I want to begin basically by connecting you to the context of introducing you to Tadamon. This flagship is an initiative, and it's all about empowering civil society organizations, NGOs, to reduce poverty in ISDB member countries, particularly in fragile, conflict-affected, least developed countries. Our focus is on hard-to-reach communities, ensuring they are not left behind in our collective development efforts. So I also extend my heartfelt thanks to our colleagues from UNDP, the government focal points, ISFD, ISDB colleagues, and other partners who are here with us today for their unwavering support and also commitment to this impactful initiative. Basically, the Tadamon Accelerator for food security aims to address food insecurity in vulnerable OIC member countries by empowering, as I mentioned earlier, by empowering CSOs to innovate and implement sustainable solutions at the grassroots level. The program focuses on two thematic tracks: climate smart agriculture and also tech for food, energy, and water access. We also know that food insecurity remains a pressing challenge in fragile contexts. This accelerator, particularly this product, which is of many in Tadamon, will enable CSOs to lead with innovation and also ensure solutions that are scalable, inclusive, and also gender responsive. The key features, as you all know, is capacity building, and also a grant of 850,000, and also mentorship and peer learning, which is definitely an expert guidance and collaboration opportunities for you to empower you and strengthen your capacity. So our expectation from you is to deliver transformative solutions addressing food insecurity. And our call to action is that we encourage you to take full advantage of this opportunity by actively, in fact, participating and also showing desire, commitment, determination for this effort. To our partners, we would say, let's continue to work together. And as a conclusion, I'd like to thank you once again, UNDP, ISFD, government focal points, and also all the stakeholders and those of you who have actually participated with us in this event. So I look forward, I must say, look forward to seeing the translate. The projects that you deliver at the grassroots level to make a difference for those who need most, especially the hard-to-reach communities. Thank you. Let's start.
Thank you, Ismail, for your words. Let's hear next from Robert Basisco, Project Coordinator at UNDP. Over to you, Robert.
Thanks a lot, Cynthia, and thanks a lot, Ismail, for your nice words. And in general, huge big thanks to Islamic Development Bank who made it happen that we reached to this point that we have a food security accelerator open to work with our civil society organizations. 5 years ago, we started Tadamon. We started the initiative to find the best possible NGOs, civil society organizations in Muslim world, with the idea that we find at least 500 or 1,000 of them. Meanwhile, these 5 years, we have over 4,000 in our network, in our membership, and we managed to change lives, touch lives over 300,000 people, which is remarkable. And we managed to support this organization, some of them to fundraise from their side. Now we have over 18 million fundraised from these organizations. We have 750 NGOs who finished some training program with us, so our alumni. And now we are planning to capitalize on this. So we have to use this network wisely, so that other organizations who are coming, who are innovative, who want to benefit from this, that they can build up on these experiences. You don't start from zero, you don't start from scratch, you start from everything that we learned so far. And this is our main idea. So we believe that to solve some of the issues, such as the food security, we cannot do this alone in United Nations. In ISDB, they also know they cannot do this alone. We need you who are working in the field, who are talking to people, who understand the problems, who understand what is happening there, why people cannot access food in the right amount. And we believe that together, if we join forces, that we can drive innovation, that we can drive new ways of doing, new ways of thinking, which can be scalable. What does it mean? It means we want to see projects from your side, project proposals, which are feasible, right? So we don't want to say we will shoot to the moon and how we will do this, we will walk to the moon. We know it's not possible. We need to have feasible projects. We need to have novel things, which means if you say we will just grow corn or rice, yes, everybody can grow corn and rice. This is not new. What is the novelty that you are bringing to this? Also, we want to see that you are thinking about partnerships. We know you cannot do things alone. This is fine, but we want to see that you are collaborating with local municipality, with other private sector, with NGOs, with people from the municipality, like whatever you can bring as additional partnership. Also, we're interested to see scalable solutions, like that things can grow. We want to see there is a potential for impact, that we can measure. We want to see that you have a stronger team, that it's not only one person band, and that you also able to provide some co-financing from some other resources, right? And so, not to take much more of your time, we also hope that you will enjoy the whole process working with us, and that others who maybe will not apply or who will not be selected are still staying connected for the new opportunities coming, where we are working with you in the next several years through the continuation of Tadamon program, but also with all the partners which are there. And we also hope that we will connect you strongly with our country offices in these countries who are developing new ways of working, new ways of thinking. So let the games begin. Let us hear more about this food security accelerator and how we can get you on board. Thanks.
Thank you, Robert, for setting the stage for today's discussion. Now I'm happy to introduce my colleagues Burcu Mavis and Theodor Petricevic. They are both accelerator leads, and they will guide us through all the details you need to know about the Tadamon Accelerator program. They will share everything you need to know and how to apply to the program. So Burcu and Theo, over to you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. And hello, everyone. I'm very happy to see many of you here today. We now have like over 430 people joining us. And I'm accelerator lead, as also Cynthia mentioned. So if you're selected, you will be seeing me a lot. So what is Tadamon Accelerator for food security? Let's move to the next slide to learn more about it. So 2 years ago, we implemented Tadamon Accelerator and we trained 50 organizations. Based on the success of the first iteration, we thought that we should launch the second iteration, this time focusing on food security. And Tadamon Accelerator is going to be a place for you where your ideas and also innovations of food security are accelerated and also funded. In this acceleration program, it is going to be a thematic acceleration program for CSOs. So it means that it's specifically focused on food security. And we want to be a driver of social impact across 12 priority countries. And we will tell you about these countries in the next slides. And with this program, we want to provide you a capacity development, as well as that is focusing on your skills, capabilities, access to finance and networks, and spotlight, and many more additional benefits you will get with this accelerator. Next slide, please. And if you have any innovative project or solution that can enhance food security, please apply to this before January 20. Now I give the word to Theo to tell us more about the thematic focuses. Over to you, Theo.
Thank you, Gülçe. Hi, everyone. Like Brother Ismail and Robert already mentioned, we have two thematic areas in this acceleration program. The first one is focused on sustainable agricultural practices and climate adaptation measures. So here, not limited, but as also Robbie explained, we are looking for more entrepreneurial civil society organization projects which are scalable. We are looking for projects that at the same time somehow promote sustainable resource management. That can be like planting trees, establishing community gardens, but they need to ensure like a long-term availability of the resources while basically they are addressing immediate needs. Another key area here in this thematic track is climate adaptation and resilience. Here we are interested for projects like reforestation, projects that are combating desertification, or maybe integrate biodiversity conservation. Here, additionally, we will also prioritize disaster risk reduction solutions, and something that is equally important for us in all of these project areas is community engagement, not only reflected through the partnerships, but we want to see the initiatives that are addressing food production, distribution challenges, while at the same time are actively promoting community participation. And the critical point, as I mentioned here, is innovation in the ideas, entrepreneurial mindset, and we will definitely also somehow prioritize civil society organization projects that are tackling or building the solutions or utilizing some technologies which can increase efficiency, scalability, and sustainability of the projects. Next slide. On the second track, here we are focusing more on the technological innovations. So we are seeking initiatives that are tech-driven, projects that can somehow also, boost the production, supply, distribution of food or water or energy through digital innovation. Here are also equally important, of course, projects that are focusing on climate change mitigation. But somehow we are more interested to see projects initiatives that are bringing integrated solutions. So initiatives that are combining technology with community-based approaches, and which are addressing basically multiple challenges at once at the communities. So we are not talking only about the emerging tech like blockchain and AI, machine learning, Internet of Things, but this cutting-edge technology somehow could be one of the solutions that can solve the pressing challenges that you will tackle through your initiatives. So somehow through the both tracks, we are looking and we are keen to support the projects that will provide immediate benefits to relevant stakeholders in the communities, but at the same time, like also Ismail and Brobe already mentioned, we are looking for projects that will build some foundation for the long-term resource management and food security management. Thank you, Burcu, over to you.
Thank you so much, Theo. Next slide, please. So now that you have heard about our thematic areas, now let's learn about what is the eligibility criteria. So first and foremost, you must be a CSO. What we mean by a CSO? A CSO means for us that you can be an NGO, you can be an association, you can be a social enterprise, but it's very important that you should have a social impact that is focused on food security. You can be agricultural association. You can be a civil society network. So our types of CSOs are really wide. So please check our website to see the types even more. And you should be registered and operating in one of our 12 target countries. In the next slide, I will tell you all about the countries and explain you more about it. And you have to be part of Tadamon community, which means that you should sign up to the Tadamon platform, which I will also show you during this presentation. So it is very important that you need to be part of Tadamon community in order to also to be applied and see your application form. But I will tell you all about it also in the next slides. And you should be able to have a competence in both written English and also spoken English. Our program is totally in English. We have received so many emails about whether we have it French and Arabic. Currently, we don't have that option, but hopefully in the future we will have that. But for this one, currently now, it will be in English. And your project proposals should be innovative and they should be related to one or more of the thematic areas that Theo mentioned already. Next slide, please. And as I mentioned, you should be registered and operating in one of the 12 targeted countries. And what are the countries? The countries are Afghanistan, Burkina Faso, Chad, Djibouti, Libya, Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Palestine, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. So it is very important that you should be registered in one of these 12 countries. Next slide, please. And there is also another way to apply. So if you're a CSO registered in one of our 36 countries that endorsed our program, you can apply to this program, but you should apply through a local CSO. So let's give an example. Let's say that you are a CSO registered in Indonesia and you are operating in Palestine. You should contact your local partner in Palestine and you should with them together apply to this program. So if you apply as an organization from Indonesia, we cannot accept you. But you can find a local partner in Palestine as an example given, and then you can apply through them to our call. So it is very important, these two differentiations, to make sure that you check also the open call link. If you have questions about this even more, you can also ask us in the Q&A section and also via email. But very important, you should be part of the 12 countries we mentioned as registration. Next slide, please. And what is the selection criteria? So once we close the open call link, we are going to review your applications. And what are the criteria we will be looking when we are reviewing your applications? So you should have a feasible innovation solution to be implemented within 6 months. So that is very important. Innovative solution that should be implemented within 6 months. You should have a cutting edge technology or innovative tools that is part of your projects. And you should have an ambitious and dedicated team. As Robert also mentioned, the Accelerator is really very intense program. So therefore, it is not a program that you can go through with only one person. And you should have demonstrated partnership engagement plan during your application form. So the more partners you have, the more stronger collaborations you make. This, of course, makes you ahead of other organizations. And you should have potential for impact. So we should be able to see that your projects are really impactful and really supporting the communities that you are implementing your projects. And you should be also willing to contribute at least 50% of the project budget, either in kind or external funding for the projects. That is very important aspect also for us when we evaluate your projects. So please go to our website, check our open call, make sure you're eligible, and after check also our selection criteria to see how we are going to select the best organizations to join us with this Accelerator program. Next slide. And now I will give the word to Theo back again to tell us more about our acceleration program overview. Over to you, Theo.
Thank you, Burcu. Maybe we can go to the next slide immediately. So Tadamon Acceleration Program is focused not only to bring you the new knowledge, but we are also continuously supporting you through business model development and project preparation for the implementation. This accelerator for food security will be composed of 2 phases. So in first phase, 100 civil society organizations will be selected to participate. And we will start with the business model development module, where basically we will focus on building your business model canvas to better understand what kind of the solution for which impact group that has specific problem you want to develop. After a couple of workshops and mentorship provided, you will record the video pitch, and then we will select 55 civil society organizations that will go to the second phase. Here we will deal with 3 main topics. One is impact management, the second one is project development and management, and third one is finance and fundraising support. So through all of 3 modules, we will have more than 10 specific workshops tailored for your needs. And of course, mentorship provided. We will guide you through further development of your business model, bringing also the SDG impact component to the project. And we will help you to shape or reshape your project with whom you applied in order to be ready for the implementation. We will conclude with a pitch day, where basically we will select 50 organizations that will receive the grant. So basically that means that if you will really work hard in the phase 1, you have high chances basically to enter the phase 2 and receive the grant. Beside these like mandatory modules, we will also encourage you to use your peers, not only for learning purposes, but also to exchange the ideas and solutions that you are working on. So we are calling these modules like boosters. We will also design and implement Tadamon Talks for you, more specifically on food security issues, to dive into the specific topics and basically help you to deeper think about the project initiatives that you will implement. And of course, as a award for participation in this acceleration program, you will be part of the alumni network, where we are bringing additional education and funding opportunities to you in the future. Next slide. So what is somehow the content of the workshops that we will provide to you? You can see on the slides. I will not read them now one by one, but we will start with a basic understanding how we are designing the initiatives and projects. So we will, as I said, rethink your applications, your initiatives with which you applied, and we will finish with communication strategies for your projects, going to different stakeholder groups, and with the pitching to prepare you to pitch for the grant. Mentorship hours are one-on-one, so you will have dedicated pool of mentors available to further develop your initiatives and the quality elements for the implementation. Next slide, please. So what is the somehow your benefit framework from the participation? Like I said, you will have access to the mentor pool, but at the same time also to the community of the change makers. This is like a large accelerator with 100 civil society organizations. Use the opportunity to connect the network, not maybe only for these purposes of the acceleration program, but also beyond this. Like I said, we will really guide you hand by hand, like we did also in the previous accelerator, because your success is really important for us as well. You will be able to receive the funding up to 40,000 USD. Burcu will tell you more about this immediately after this slide. And then some of the highest value that our civil society organizations already part of the alumni network are feedbacking to us is that UNDP global network presence, because we are working globally, we are working with multiple stakeholders, but we are also having, like Robert says, huge pool of civil society organizations for Islamic countries that you can benefit in terms of the networking and for future collaboration. Next slide. So Burcu, over to you for the grants.
Yes, thank you so much, Tia. So as we mentioned like earlier to you many times, we are also going to give you grants with this acceleration program. So as Tia mentioned, those that are on the second phase, they will be eligible to apply to these grants. So out of 55 organizations, we are going to select 50 of them to give you grants. In total, we are giving $850,000 of grants, and the grant distribution will be that the first 5 will get $40,000. The other 5 will get $30,000, then 10 will get $20,000, and 30 will get $10,000. So in total, we are going to give 50 grants to organizations. Next slide, please. So now let's talk about the timeline. As you know, we started our open call by 15th December. We are going to close it by 20th January. So make sure to apply by 20th January. After 20th January, we are going to close the application form. So we will not accept any applications that is coming from email or other ways of communication. And by February, we will let you know who is selected for the accelerator program. And immediately after selection, we will start with our phase 1. And that phase 1 will go for February to March. And after March, we will select 55 organizations for the phase 2. And then we will have this training program going on from March to May. And in June, we will have a graduation and demo day, which then you will be pitching your ideas to our jury. And then later on, we will let you know for the selected organizations that are going to receive grants. And starting from June to December, we are also going to give you the grants. So please make sure that this timeline also fits with your organizations. So this is an intensive program. So make sure that you have also like enough number of people joining us with this acceleration program. Next slide, please. And now I'm going to show you how to apply. We have received so many requests about it. So I will just take the screen sharing from Manal. Then I'm just going to share with you my screen and tell you how to apply, since this is one of the most asked questions to us. So everyone can see my screen, right? Yes, I think everyone, you can see my screen, Cynthia?
Yes,
Do I
yes,
get?
yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is our Tadamon website, as you know. I also saw on the chat someone said they applied even though they are not part of Tadamon. So that is not possible also technically. You have to be part of Tadamon community in order to apply. The website is here. We will put it also in the chat to you so you can find our website. I will put it here on the chat after my presentation. So as you can see here on the right, we have a small text called sign up. So you will click the sign up button on the right that you can see here. Then you will have to fill all the information to be able to sign up to the platform. But when you sign up to the platform, it does not mean that you apply to acceleration program. That is very important. This is the first step. First step is that you need to sign up. And we also have received several questions about in the 6th step of the application form, some of you are stuck. The reason is because you have already signed up to the Tadamon. So please make sure, did you apply to Tadamon before or not? After you sign up to our website, then you will go to login and you will write your organization email and the password. Then you will sign in. After you sign in on your dashboard that you can see here on the screen, you will click on the dashboard, which is the main page anyway. Then you go below and there is that button says apply Tadamon Accelerator for food security. Then when you click the button, you will see the application form. So please, again, I am reminding you many times because we are seeing this problem a lot. when you sign up to Tadamon, it does not mean you are applied. You have to log in with your email and password, go to your dashboard, go to this apply Tadamon Accelerator, then you will see the application form. So this is how you apply to Tadamon. If you already have an account, just go to login on our Tadamon website. Let me show you also this. There is a login button. Click on this, and then you will see the your email and password you should write. Then you will see on the dashboard. So if you already applied, no problem. And then you will see the application form on your dashboard. So very important, if you have any questions and you're still facing problem, please write us on our Tadamon Tadamon email so that we can answer you. So can you, yes, perfect. We have the slides back. Next slide, please. So I told you about how to apply. So now I think you know so much about our program. You have heard about like everything about the program. Now it is time to apply. So please apply before 20th of January. After it, we will not accept any applications. So whenever you have questions, always write to us. We will answer you immediately as soon as possible. We are going to answer your questions. But please make sure to fill everything correctly. Check the open call text, review it several times, and then apply through the application form, and then we will see you hopefully in February with us if you're selected. So next slide, and now I think I give the word to Cynthia. Over to you, Cynthia.
Yeah, thank you so much, Burcu. Before and Theo, for sure. Before moving to the Q&A, and since some of our colleagues need to leave the session, let's stop sharing the screen and take a group photo, and then we will continue with the question. So Manal, can you please stop sharing? Okay, can you please put your camera on just to take a group photo? Robert, Hamad. Okay. So I'll take it. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we can move to the questions. We have quite a lot in the Q&A box, but if you would like to ask it directly, just raise your hand. We have some. Yes, Theo, over to you.
Yeah, I read most of the questions in the Q&A, and there is more than 15 of those that are asking for the explanation which countries are eligible and what is basically the situation with the 36 countries. So maybe I think it makes sense, Burcu, if you go back to that slides and explain once again, maybe a little bit slower. So all of the participants can have clear understanding who can apply, how they can apply, from which countries, etc.
Of course. Mana, would it be possible for you to share your screen again? Thank you so much. And then we can go to the slides to tell our participants again about the countries. So we also have this information on our open call text. So also everything that we mentioned today is on open call text. So whenever you have any questions on your mind, please go and check it. But of course, now I can also tell you already about the countries. So we are, of course, very aware that up until now, with previous accelerator, we had more countries. But this one is focused on food security, and we have identified 12 countries that are the priority in this case. So you should be registered and operating in one of these 12 countries: Afghanistan, Burkina Faso, Chad, Djibouti, Libya, Mali, Nigeria, State of Palestine, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. So I have seen many questions saying, I am from Cameroon, can I apply? If you are from Cameroon, if you're an organization from Cameroon, yes, you are endorsed as part of the program, but you cannot apply to this accelerator if you are not registered in one of our 12 countries that was mentioned on the previous one. So here, if you are based in Cameroon and you are operating in our 12 targeted countries that I just mentioned, you can apply with a local CSO. So local CSO, let's say you are an organization from Cameroon and you are also operating in Nigeria, then you can talk to your local partner in Nigeria and make sure that they apply to the call and then write you as one of the partners. So it is so important that unfortunately we cannot accept any country except the 12 targeted countries that we mentioned. But hopefully in the future, later we might have your countries, so please keep your eye on. Even if you are not selected, even if you are not eligible right now, it doesn't mean we will not have more programs for you. We will have more programs coming, so just check our website. But currently, if we can go to the previous slide again, we only have 12 targeted countries, and they are Afghanistan, Burkina Faso, Chad, Djibouti, Libya, Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Palestine, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. So that is very important. Yes, and I see several questions about also the language, so maybe I can also answer to that. So you cannot write your proposals in Arabic or French. We only accept English. So even if you have written an excellent application in Arabic, we cannot accept it because this program is offered in English. So with your application forms, we are also assessing your English skills. So please apply in English. If you have applied in Arabic, apply again and make sure that you apply in English. So that is very, very important.
Thank you, Burço, for that. So we're having more people raising their hands. So let's start with CAO. Can you please ask your question?
Yeah.
Lassina Konate.
Maybe we just take the questions on the chat, Cynthia. What do you say? Because it will be difficult to find. Maybe connection is a problem. So maybe we can check. We can check the questions as a text if it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I mean, another question that is continuously repeating also application process. So maybe if you can explain once again that the application process is going through the Tadamon platform, how they should register and how they should apply. Just once again.
Yes, of course. I'm going to do it now quickly, share my screen and tell you about it. So let's share my screen. Okay, so let's go again to our website. So if Cynthia, could you put the link to our website for everyone to see? So this is our website. You go to our Tadamon main page, you sign up. First step is that you sign up. If you have already signed up, then you log in. But very important, you sign up to our Tadamon platform. So here you see a little text called sign up. Then you sign up. So these are the questions. You answer all the questions. You write us what is your organization email, your organization email again, your password repeat. Then you go to the next one. As you can see, there is the continue button. After you continue, you will complete all the questions. After you complete them and you know your, of course, email and the password you set, you click on login. And then when you click on login, let's show it again. There is a login button. You click on it. And then here you write your email of your organization. Then you write your password. Then you sign in. After you sign in your dashboard, which can be seen here it says Tadamon Accelerator for Food Security. And then here there's an application form. Apply Tadamon Accelerator for Food Security. When you click on this application form, you will have access to the application form. So please remember again, when you sign up to Tadamon, it does not mean that you apply to the program. You have to sign up Tadamon, then go to your dashboard, and then apply on your dashboard by clicking Apply Tadamon Accelerator for Food Security button. Then you will have an access to the application form. If you still have some questions, by the way, I also saw another questions coming up. We will send you the recording of this session. So don't worry if you missed some part of it. We are going to send you, and you can watch the video several times if you are also confused about the sign up. But it's pretty simple. As if you sign to any platform, you sign up, go to your dashboard, you log in, go to your dashboard, apply, and then find the application form.
Yeah, and Burço, there is again one question that is repeating eligibility criteria. So who is eligible to apply, years of registration, type of organization? So maybe you can just go through this once again.
Thank you so much, Theo. So it is very, yes, I also saw on the questions a lot. Some people are writing if they're social enterprise, can they apply? If they're a university, can they apply? Yes, if you're a university, you can also apply. In our previous accelerator, we had a department of university that was registered as non-profit, they could also apply. So you must be a CSO, meaning you can be an NGO, you can be an association, you can be a social enterprise, you can be an agricultural organization, you can be civil society network. It means that in this regard, you can apply. Sorry, we are having some people. Yeah. And so it will be, it is very important that you check that. And you should be registered and operating in our countries, 12 countries. I already mentioned that. You need to be part of Tadamon website. I told you how to do that. And you have to have competence in both written English and also spoken English. Unfortunately, we cannot accept if you are not eligible to speak and write in English. If you speak French and Arabic and you have no one in your team that can speak English, we cannot accept you to this acceleration program. And your project proposal should be innovative and it should be related to thematic areas. So it is specifically focused on food security, agriculture, access to water, food, energy. Then you can apply. If your project is about education that has nothing to do with food security, you cannot apply. So these are our eligibility criteria. But once again, check our website if you want to also see them one more time. So I also got one question. Several questions there saying what is the expectation of the final pitch, especially if you don't speak English. If you don't speak English, we don't encourage you to apply because the program is fully in English. So it is not possible for you to go through the program if you cannot speak English. So do not apply if you cannot speak English. Please, even if one person from your team can speak good English, that's fine. But make sure that your team have the capability for English. If not, we cannot accept you.
But sure, there is as well some questions about how many application they can submit. So if you want to answer this as well.
Yes, so you should submit one application, please. You should select the best project you have that is fitting to this program and apply with that one. But if you applied in Arabic and you want to reapply with English, you can do that. But we will only accept one applications per organization. So do not apply with several projects. Select one and apply with that one.
Okay.
And we see something, Cynthia, about the approval on our website. So after you sign up to our platform on your dashboard, it says pre-approved. It means that we are in the process of verifying your organization. Pre-approved does not mean that you are not selected or you are selected. It doesn't mean anything. If it says approved, it doesn't also mean you are approved to this program. It means that you are approved to our website, which means that we have double-checked your organization. We think you are reliable organization. We check your registration document and everything is fine with your registration document. That is what it means. So do not worry if it doesn't write approved yet. We are going to send you a targeted email if you're selected or not in February after the call ends.
Yeah, and I see that there are questions regarding the phases of the acceleration program. So maybe we can go to that slide, Manal, where we have the content of the acceleration program, phase 1 and phase 2, and how basically the CSOs will be selected. So after the application process, we will select 100 civil society organizations that will enter phase 1. Those 100 organizations will work with us on their business models, and they will prepare the video pitch. They will submit the video pitch, and out of 100 civil society organizations, we will choose 55 CSOs that will enter to phase 2. Those 55 organizations will go through 3 modules, and they will refine and rework, if needed, their project proposal in order to be ready to pitch for the grant. So out of those 55 organizations, we will select 50 that will receive the grant. There was also the question about the amount of the grant requested. Maybe there is a confusion with the 50% of the co-financing part. So if you are targeting the grant of 40,000 USD, your total project value should be 80,000, which basically means that 40,000 will be your contribution to the project. As we said, it can be in kind, it can be another financing source, etc. Yeah, I think now it's maybe a little bit clearer what we mean about 50% of the contribution to the grant amount. Like Burcu said, we will have different modalities of the grant distribution. Maybe Manal, we can go also to that slide where we have the distribution of grants. And Burcu, maybe you can repeat once again how the grants will be distributed.
Yes, of course. So we mentioned to you that we are going to give in total $850,000. So we are going to give 50 organizations grants. The first 5 that will be evaluated from the jury will get $40,000. The other 5 will get $30,000. 10 will get 20, and 30 of you will get $10,000. So if you're in the second phase, there is a high chance that you will get a grant. But of course, out of 55, you have to be the top 50 to get it. So this acceleration program shows you that if you showcase hard work in the phase 1 and you move to the phase 2, there is a high chance that you are also going to be supported from us further with also funding. So this grant distribution, please check it. This is also on our website. But remember, you can get either 40, 30, 20, or $10,000.
Yeah, maybe one additional information regarding the budgets and the grants is during the acceleration program, we will work with you on your budgets. So we want to see realistic budgets, which are needed for the implementation of your initiative. For the application process, of course, maybe you still don't know detailed budget items, but during the acceleration program, you will have the chance to refine the budget with us, and you will be prepared for the pitching for the grant. No worries on this. Over to you, Cynthia.
Yeah, thank you, Theo and Burcu. There are a lot of questions. Some questions are repeating. So yeah, if you want, we can take some questions from the people that raised their hands. Maybe they have other questions than the one that are sent to the Q&A box.
I also see some questions, sorry, Cynthia, regarding the duration of the projects. Burcu, maybe you want 6 months, maybe you can explain.
Yes. Is it about the duration of the projects they are going to implement
Yeah, project implementation.
So the duration of your project should be 6 months. As you can see here on our timeline, after we start giving you and select the organizations for grants, you will have from July to December to completely finish your projects. So your project cannot take longer than 6 months. And we are going to check it if your project is even feasible to be implemented within 6 months. So if your project is taking a year, unfortunately, it's not possible, but you can check out and see which part of your project can be funded by us. But you have to implement it within 6 months and not longer than that. And I see also we are aware that you are stuck on the when you sign up to Tadamon, we are aware that you are stuck on step 6. If you are stuck on step 6, it means that most probably you have already signed up to Tadamon. If you are trying to put your same email that you already applied to Tadamon platform, this cannot be accepted. So please write us via our email. If we can also put I will now put our Tadamon email. Please write us if you are facing the problem. We will see it. But first, check that you already signed up to platform. If you have signed up, try to find out your password. If you forgot your password, click on forget my password and you will get instructions to your email. So some of you are facing the problem. We know it. We are on it. But it is mostly because of the fact that you already signed up to Tadamon and also you're using the same email. If you see the same problem, apply with another email. You can also try that.
I'm writing as well the email.
Actually, we have very good question about Abdikadir Hassan. He is asking if we are international NGO and our HQ is USA, but we are registered is in Somalia, can we apply? Yes, you can apply. As long as you are registered in Somalia, you can apply to this acceleration program.
And Burcu, they are asking a lot about the documents that they should attach to the application. I've already answered the questions on the chat, but maybe we can explain more about the registration document. So yeah, you need to submit an official registration document for your organization while applying, just to be to make sure that you are a registered CSOs or NGO in your country.
Yes, thank you so much, Cynthia. And I also see someone is asking, is there an orientation for INGOs who wish to partner on the program? If you want to partner with us on the program, please write to us on Tadamon team website, team email, and then we will get back to you on it. But please know, if you're an INGO and you want to apply to this accelerator with a local CSO, you have to find the local CSO yourself. We are not here to matchmake any of the CSOs with you. You have to find it yourselves. But we are more than happy to have partners as INGOs. So please write to us via our email. I'm going to put it on the chat here. And then we will take it further with you whenever we are seeing that you will be, you can be partner for us or not. I put it on the email here, and I'm also putting here on the questions too. Yes, another question I see a lot is about the proposal template. So when you sign up the Tadamon platform and you log in and there's an application form, this is your template. Our application form is your template. You don't have to create another template. But if you don't sign up to Tadamon and if you don't go to your dashboard and apply to Tadamon application form, we cannot send you the application form. So make sure to sign up and log in, go to your dashboard, then click on apply and then fill the form. We don't need any other template. And also do not send us your applications via email. We cannot accept it via email. It has to go through the application form.
Burcu, I don't know if it makes sense to send a notice also to the participants if someone is confused that there are two calls open for the partners and for the CSOs. Maybe to make it clear a little bit on the website, maybe you can share the website and clearly show what that means, not to have the overlappings in the applications.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, before sharing your screen, Manal, can you stop sharing your screen because they aren't moving to your screen, Burcu, so some organization aren't. Yes, this is better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So this is our website, as I showed before. You can go to programs and there's Food Security Accelerator. You can click on it. Then there is a CSO open call and there's a partners open call. So we have seen that some of you have applied through partners, maybe because you couldn't find the application form. So it is important that in the partners call, we are looking for partners that are providing resource mobilization, training and mentorship, access and network, Web3 solutions, and developing project proposals. But the most important remark here is that when you click develop project proposals, you need to find local CSO yourselves. We cannot find it for you. So you have to apply to the CSO open call with a local CSO. So the partner call is only and only for partners. If you apply the partner call, it does not mean that we can accept you as one of the participants to Tadamon Accelerator. You need to apply the CSO open call in order to be eligible to apply to this accelerator. So in the CSO open call, we are telling you how to apply. So you sign up. After you sign up, you log in, you go to your dashboard, and you find the application form. So this is two important differences. One, CSO open call means you will join as a participant, meaning that you will go through training and you will be eligible to apply for a grant. Partners means that you will be our partner to support us on the initiatives that I mentioned: resource mobilization, training and mentorship, access and networks, Web3 solutions. We are going to also close the call on the partners very soon. So if you're a partner, apply. But if you are not a partner, please don't apply to that one because it doesn't make you eligible to join us in this accelerator program as a participant. Yes, and I saw some questions about how the training will be. Training will be completely online. It will not be hybrid. So the training will be online. So we will have an e-learning platform where you will have the videos and all the content. And at the same time, we will have Zoom sessions in which we will have experts coming and telling you about certain aspects. So the training is completely virtual and it will be completely online.
And just one more thing to the participants, we will be sharing after this session the recording and the presentation with all of you, so you can get all the needed info on the presentation.
Yes. And I see another question about the registration document. Some person wrote that their registration document is in Arabic. Do you have to translate to English? No, you don't have to translate it to English. Your documents, of course, are in your local languages. It can be in your language as long as it has a stamp and a signature, and we can verify that this document looks legitimate and it has your organization name, we are going to accept you as part of our Tadamon community. So you don't have to translate it to English.
Okay.
Okay, I'm checking. Okay. So one of the questions is, are there 50 or 55 countries that are going to get grants? You will get 50 countries, sorry, 50 CSOs will get grants. 55 are those that are selected for phase 2. Phase 2 means you will get access to more training, one-to-one mentorship, and eligibility to apply for grants. But out of 55, we will select 50 of you to get grants.
You can always send us your question on the email that we wrote, team@tadamon.community. We will be sharing this with you as well on the follow-up email. So do we still take other questions?
Yeah, I think this is the good message. I mean, we didn't, we weren't able to answer all of the questions in the chat. Some of them are overlapping. So the best way is basically, if you still have the open question, just write us directly to the Tadamon email and we will answer you as soon as possible.
Yes. I will again write the email. Here is Tadamon email. Write us. We will answer as soon as possible. And this is our open call link I'm putting here again. So please check it and apply. And remember, 20th January is the deadline. We are really looking forward to receiving your applications. We had excellent CSOs in the first round. We are even hoping to get even better CSOs this time. So please apply to the call and do not miss the chance to get training and also grant from us. And we hope to see you in February.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I would like really to thank our speakers for today, and a big thank to all the participants who joined our session today. It was quite an audience today. So thank you so much. We will be sending you a recap email with everything that you might need with the links and email. So just don't forget to check out our Tadamon platform to learn more about our accelerator, and to stay updated as well about all our upcoming opportunities. Thank you, and we look forward to see you in our next Tadamon Talks. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.